a short and hilarious Instagram video from the JustPlainZack podcast, threw the whole Meghan Markle endeavour into the comedy blender, and the result? Pure gold. The three guys, who all seem to have figured out exactly what Meghan's doing, spend several minutes ripping apart her latest attempt at staying relevant. Is she trying to be the white Oprah or the black Gwyneth? Let's start with the basics. Meghan, the self-styled humanitarian who never met a microphone she didn't like, is apparently gunning for the title of Oprah 2.0. But according to one of the guys in the podcast, she's not even attempting to emulate Oprah. Nope. She's trying to be the black Gwyneth Paltrow. And that is a deep dive into the world of goop, where overpriced candles and wellness advice are served with a side of condescending superiority. One guy points out that Meghan calling the royal family racist probably didn't help matters. After all, it's hard to take someone seriously who claims she's constantly confused for Beyoncé, right? I mean, if you're Meghan Markle and think that's the life you're leading, you've got to be dreaming. And it doesn't end there. Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand is quickly being compared to Gwyneth's goop, which is already a running joke in the pop culture lexicon. One podcast host chimes in, yeah, it's her goop, but we did goop. Then Poosh, Kourtney Kardashian's brand. And now Meghan's doing... what? The sheer brilliance of this observation is matched only by the sheer audacity of Markle's attempt at creating something with no real credentials to back it up. Does anyone actually read Meghan Markle's lifestyle website? Asks one of the guys. The room falls silent before he follows up with, I know some southern mums who might. But, not me. The laughs continue as they try to figure out who actually gives a flying fig about her lifestyle tips. Here's the kicker. Meghan Markle, in a rare moment of self-awareness, changed the name of her American Riviera orchard because it sounded very white supremacist. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. The podcast hosts mock her by saying, is that why she changed the name? Was it too Confederate Riviera orchard for your taste? And I'll be honest, it's hard to argue with that point. The name doesn't scream inclusive or progressive, it screams vintage 1920s Southern plantation. One of the guys, Zach Peter, really lays it on thick. Oh, Meghan Markle fatigue is real. Someone call a royal nap time. I'm so sick of her. I mean, the zinger just keeps coming, and the podcast turns into a roast session that you don't want to miss. When the gay community starts to lose interest, you know it's over. I mean, Diana never lost the gays. Meghan, on the other hand? Well, she's got issues. The podcast hosts drive the point home. Meghan Markle is now the royal family's biggest punchline, and that's saying something. As they break down her failed lifestyle brand and mock her every attempt to break into the wellness industry, it's clear that Meghan's empowerment narrative is falling flat. Does anyone really believe Meghan Markle, the ex-royal, is in any position to sell us a lifestyle? They ask. The consensus is a hard no. So, as Meghan Markle continues her journey from royal to lifestyle guru, one thing's for sure. People are laughing. And it doesn't matter how many orchards or lifestyle brands she throws at us, it's never going to stick.